Poemario para la presentación oral de Inglés 1 y 3 para el IEMS Magdalena Contreras. Profesor Sergio Eduardo Cuevas Rodríguez. Poema número 1. Love Song, William Carlos Williams. I lie here thinking of you. The stain of love is upon the world, yellow, yellow, yellow. It eats into the leaves, smears with saffron the horned branches that lean heavily against the smooth purple sky. There is no light, only a honey-thick stain that drips from leaf to leaf and limb to limb, spoiling the colors of the whole world. You far off there, under the wine-red selvage of the west. Poema número 2. Morning Song, Elizabeth Bishop. Love set you going like a fat gold watch. The midwife slapped your foot soles, and your bald cry took its place among the elements. Our voices echo, magnifying your arrival, new statue. In a drafty museum, your nakedness shadows our safety. We stand round blankly as walls. I am no more your mother than the cloud that distills a mirror to reflect its own slow effacement at the wind's hand. All night your mouth breath flickers among that flat pink roses. I wake to listen. A four-sea moves in my ear. One cry, and I stumble from bed, cow-heavy and floral in my Victorian nightgown. Your mouth opens clean as a cat's, the window square. Whitens and swallows its dual stars, and now you try your handful of notes. The clearer vowels rise like balloons. Poema número 3. The Shadow Voice, Margaret Atwood. My shadow said to me, "What is the matter? Isn't the moon warm enough for you? Why do you need the blanket of another body whose kiss is moss?" Around the picnic tables, the bright pink hands held sandwiches crumbled by distance. Flies crawl over the sweet instant. You know what is in these blankets. The trees outside are bending, with children shooting guns. Leave them alone. They are playing games of their own. I give water. I give clean crusts. Aren't there enough words flowing in your veins to keep you going? Poema número 4. One Art, Elizabeth Bishop. The art of losing isn't hard to master. So many things seem filled with the intent to be lost that their loss is no disaster. Lose something every day. Accept the fluster of lost door keys. The hour badly spent. The art of losing isn't hard to master. Then practice losing farther, losing faster, places and names, and where it was you meant to travel. None of this will bring disaster. I lost my mother's watch, and look, my last or next to last of 3 loved houses went. Some realms I owned, to rivers, a continent. I miss them, but it wasn't a disaster. Even losing you, the joking voice, a gesture I love. I shan't have lied. It's evident the art of losing is not too hard to master, though it may look like, write it, like disaster. Poema número 5. Oh Moon, Gailwell Kinnell. I sat here as a boy on these winter rocks, watching the moon shapes change on the skies. Nor did I know then the moon only affects her mortality. Now, no more does a boy, oh moon, from these rocks or through frosted window cry. And for a dying curve the wiser heart weeps not. Then why to these rocks do I return? Why? The last quarter being nearly wasted, does the breath return dragon in the night? Unless it be the soul, is such and such a country caught by shape and light, that would be whole again, so must be dark. A Smile to Remember, Charles Bukowski. We had goldfish, and they circled around and around in the bowl, on the table near the heavy drapes, covering the picture window, and my mother, always smiling, wanting us all to be happy, told me, "Be happy, Henry." And she was right. It's better to be happy if you can. But my father continued to beat her and me several times a week, while raging inside his 6'2" frame because he couldn't understand what was attacking him from within. My mother, poor fish, wanting to be happy, beaten 2 or 3 times a week, telling me to be happy. "Henry, smile! Why don't you ever smile?" And then she would smile to show me how, and it was the saddest smile I ever saw. One day the goldfish died, all 5 of them. They floated on the water on their sides, their eyes still open. And when my father got home, he threw them to the cats, there on the kitchen floor, and we watched as my mother smiled. Poema número 7. To a Prize Bird, Marianne Moore. You suit me well, for you can make me laugh. Nor are you blinded by the chaff that every wind sends spinning from the rick. You know to think, and what you think you speak, with much of Samson's pride and bleak finality, and none dare bid you stop. Pride sits you well, so strut, colossal bird. No barnyard makes you look absurd. Your brazen claws are staunch against defeat. Poema número 8. Ozymandias, Percy Bysshe Shelley. I met a traveller from an antique land, who said, 2 vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read, which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things. The hand that mocked them, and the heart that fed, and on the pedestal these words appear. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, you mighty and despair. Nothing beside remains, round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare. The lone and level sands stretch far.